A very good morning to all of you. And thank you, Dr. A.G. sir, for introducing Chandelier to us and making our lives much easier. So, I think so we all encountered such dense bad corneal opacities in our OPD practice. And doing phacoemulsification under conventional microscopic illumination, as Dr. A.G. has suggested, is really difficult. Because of the poor intraoperative visibility. So what happens is in patients with corneal opacities, light from the microscope is unable to enter inside the eye and gets scattered, causing poor red glow and hence decreasing the depth perception, which is very important for the subsequent cataract surgery steps. So there are various techniques to enhance the intraoperative visibility. We use trypan blue dye, but that helps us only at the step of the capsulorhexis. And we can create pupillary sphincterotomies, but that will lead to permanent damage to the iris tissue. We can use endoilluminators that can be placed in the interior chamber or in the pars plana area. The interior chamber illumination using an illuminator is a very useful technique. It's very simple, but only in cases of mild to moderate corneal haze. The only problem with the interior chamber illuminator is that you need a trained technician to hold the light pipe in position so that the surgeon can do bimanual manipulations, and it doesn't provide you with a very good depth perception. So these problems are not there with the chandelier. So how does the chandelier system work? Like we have seen that when the light falls onto the opacified cornea, it gets scattered, and that is what leading to intraoperative poor visibility. So with the chandelier's wide angle illumination, when the light falls onto the cornea, it actually gets reflected back as shown in this picture. And that gives us a very good red glow as seen in the bottom picture, and it increases the depth perception for subsequent steps. So there are various endoilluminators available in the market. Why does the conventional light source doesn't work in these cases? So what happens is with 20 gauge endolight, we used to use halogen or metal halide illumination. And when we shifted to the smaller gauge surgery like 25 or 27 gauge surgery, the illumination that could be achieved with halogen or metal halide was just 50% of the original. So to compensate for this decrease in the illumination, there are certain new light sources that were introduced, like xenon or mercury vapor illumination. The increased lumens of light with the xenon light sources were substantial. Even with 25 gauge or 27 gauge optic fiber, we could achieve illumination much brighter than that as compared to 20 gauge fiber. There are several standalone xenon lighter illuminators that are commercially available. We here at Center for Sight are using Photon by Synergistic. Mercury vapor illumination is a much more powerful source than xenon arc with a luminous efficacy up to 402 lumens per watt, which is much brighter than any other commercially available xenon light illuminator. So chandelier is particularly useful in like one-eyed patient who might be at risk, high-risk candidate for combined surgeries like combined corneal transplantation with cataract surgery. And most of us are reluctant to touch such cases fearing intraoperative complications. So here I'll be showing two such cases where we could actually do successful surgery by using chandelier illumination. So this was one such patient who was one-eyed with a central dense corneal opacity.
Hemlata, we can't see your video.
I'll just stop sharing and maybe reshare again.
Inserted a video ki nahi hai inserted?
Yes, sir, it's inserted.
You can share the video directly.
Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's visible.
So this is a case of such dense central corneal opacity where we're placing chandelier in the pars plana area, 4 millimeters away from the limbus, and we make it vertical to get this good red glow. And then we switch on the microscope light, and after staining the capsule with the trypan blue dye, just see how good the red glow is. you just don't feel that there is a corneal opacity. And under excellent visualization, I could do the capsular access safely. And here we are doing hydrodissection. And see, when after hydrodissection, actually the visibility goes down. But with the chandelier illumination, we get such good depth perception that makes our chopping also easy. We can visualize the posterior capsule, anterior capsule margin, and complete the emulsification of the nucleus fragments safely. So even cortical matter aspiration is a little difficult, and this is at this step actually when you can cause zonular dialysis also because of pulling of the rhexis margin. But with chandelier, we are able to complete all these steps very easily, and under direct visualization, IOL is also placed safely inside the capsular bag. And in the end, we just do the stromal hydration and pull out the chandelier without applying any suture. So it is self-sealing. So this is another case. Can you see the video, sir?
No, video नहीं देख रहा. Screen share करो.
And now, sir?
You can see the presentation, not the video.
Video. Linked है video. Linked
Okay,
video.
I have the link of the video. I'll just play it separate. Give me a second.
Screen दिख रही है, but video is not playing. Slide screen is there.
On the same slide, sir, let me just try once more. Is it visible now, sir?
Yeah, you can see the screen. We can start the video.
I have already started the video.
नहीं दिखेगा. You can continue with your presentation.
Okay, all right.
If
sir.
it is not inserted, you won't be able to show it.
So, is my PPT visible?
नहीं, you
Not
have
yet.
not yet.
You'll have to stop sharing this and then restart reshare. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the advantages of the chandelier illumination are it is a smaller gauge surgery, and it allows us easy entry without the need of any conjunctival peritomy. And by virtue of its self-retaining design, it allows all the bimanual manipulations. And because of the wide angle illumination, there is a 4-fold increase in contrast and 2-fold increase in resolution when the illuminator is placed behind the cataract. There is much lesser corneal scatter and better anterior segment visualization. And we might avoid the need of high-risk open sky cataract surgery if we're using chandelier, and it's very easy to remove, leaving the self-sealing wound. Now, as with all other endo illuminators, phototoxicity is still a concern, and therefore current commercially available xenon arc illuminators, they feature lower wavelength filters, cutting off the ultraviolet and blue light to reduce the phototoxicity. Though it's more of a concern in retinal surgery because they are of longer duration, and in cataract surgery, it doesn't matter much. So to conclude, chandelierless illumination is really helpful technique for enhancing the intraoperative view in hazy corneas, and it provides us with high intensity hands-free source of endoillumination, and it can be safely adopted by most of the cataract surgeon in the presence of mild, moderate to even denser corneal opacities. Thank you so much for your kind attention.